the channel. Now that the GTO runs and drives, I'm gonna drive her over to Sean's house, but first I need to stop and get some gas because she gets like 9 miles per gallon. All right, give her a little rip right here. Dang, she's spinning. Woo! Man! Tranny actually held. That was a good pull. Pulled the GTO up with some fuel and from a quarter tank to full. I'm surprised how big of a tank this thing has. It was like $60 from a quarter tank. So now she's full, but we're gonna head over to Sean's. And the coolant's just, it's so great. Look at that. Look at this temps.
Done?
What do you think of this, Sean?
I thought it was a Cummins pulling up, dude.
You did?
Like from afar.
Yeah?
Sounded like somebody was ripping a Cummins.
I put a radiator in it, so it sounds great now.
Wow. Yeah.
No, I have some tips I need to put on it. I was just coming over to see what you're doing. I just wanted to bother you a little bit.
I saw you called me. I was actually going to call you back.
Oh yeah? 2 weeks later.
Hey, how long you had this?
Like a year and a half now.
Buddy, that thing is loud.
Yeah.
Why is it so loud? That fan.
It's straight pipe. I don't know why. I don't know why the fan stays on.
That's what I heard. Like the fan is just ridiculously loud. That's good though. That means you're moving some air.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm actually cleaning some stuff up so I can get stuff in my garage.
Sean'sBikeParts.com.
Buddy, eBay.
Ooh, man, you gonna do some crazy jumps with these snowmobiles or what?
That thing's leaving today actually. Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it and then I regretted it instantly because bikes and four-wheelers, you can move around really easily. That thing, not so much. Anytime I drag it around here, it's scraping the floor. There's like no jack point in the, it's just stupid as hell. So I basically just sold it for what I paid for it to get it out of here. So
yeah, I kind of wanted to get some old snowmobiles, like 4 of them.
Well, there's one. I already sold it though.
Yeah. Well, I want to use the stuff to make tracks.
Use what?
Use all the stuff to make the tracks.
Oh, you mean on like a vehicle?
Yeah.
They just buy a kit. They sell.
Yeah, but they're like $8 grand.
Fabricate something. That's not going to be vehicle worthy. I just don't even know how you.
No,
do that.
not like a truck.
The axles and stuff.
Not like one of those mini trucks.
Huh? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
When I first bought it, I was going to put some.
Because you could get these shitty snowmobiles for like $500 a piece.
Yeah, I paid $400 for this.
Yeah.
And it runs. Yeah, I was going to put some like four-wheeler A-arms in the front of it with a hub, and then go rip it around on the street with some wheels in the front of it. But I just don't have time, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I can't even pull any vehicles in my garage, so I needed to move some stuff around. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But
yeah,
I need to finish these last few customer cars before I quit that.
Yeah, nice.
Before I quit that kind, yeah. Heck yeah, dude. But if you guys know anybody who needs any Honda parts, we got plenty. Other stuff too.
I was actually thinking about starting an eBay store, Sean.
Well, look at this, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's plenty of stuff here.
Well, I wasn't gonna do four-wheelers and motorcycles, but I was just gonna do all my car stuff.
Well, cars are nice if you already have the stuff, but like cars are cool if you have the space. Yeah. The thing about these is like you can rip a whole entire bike down and have it on like maybe not these shelves, but like the bigger, more industrial ones. Which I'm gonna continue that row all the way down, and then I'm gonna do another layer up top. I just kind of temporarily set stuff up there for now, but it's gonna be for totes. So yeah, I made a video doing it. I just need to.
You should just be like my grandpa, and he put all his shit in the attic, and now my dad has to go get it all out.
Yeah, no, that's a pain in the ass. I was actually gonna do a lot of stuff in my basement, but the issue is up and downstairs, up and down, and it's just not. And especially with shit like this, my wife would kill me. So, yeah, but I'm just trying to get a little bit more organized. This is all gonna be totes, basically, is my plan. I think more or less. Like all the frames and stuff can go outside, or the cheaper ones at least, you know.
You doing bicycles now too?
Well, I just came across good deals. So like, dude. Look at that red one. It was on Craigslist for $20. Yeah. That's like I don't know, like a $500 bicycle. It's like a 77 Schwinn or something.
So in Minnesota, there's always like bikes chained everywhere. So what happens is at the college, I guess there's like security enforcement, and if you put your bike in the wrong place, they put another lock on it, so you can't get your bike.
And they just steal it.
And then people will steal all the stuff off of them.
Well,
so they'll
shit,
just
the parts are, that's why I bought this.
But the police never cut them off, so there's frames there that are like half rusted apart.
Yeah, they're probably old as hell too.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, no, I definitely don't want to get into bicycles, especially because shipping them is just dumb.
Yeah.
But the parts, like that bike was
I think you should ride this bike right here to work.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was free. That was in somebody's scrap pile. It's a Schwinn. It's like an 80 Schwinn. They're just worth money. Look on eBay.
Yeah.
So, You know what I mean?
No, I mean I have plenty of car parts that I've been thinking about selling.
The seats in that gray truck sell on eBay for $3,000. The King Ranch seats, literally the front 2 seats, center console, and the rear bench seat.
Yeah.
$3,000 on eBay.
Well, I have those.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I have those Hellcat seats. I have them listed on Facebook Marketplace. This guy was like, "You're not going to get anything more than $700."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude, you could look at the sold listings on eBay."
The issue is just shipping shit. Like selling stuff on eBay is awesome if it, if you're selling like, this
small
little
stuff.
dash pad, you know what I mean? But like when you start selling axles and frames and forks, and it's just dumb as hell because you have to disassemble them, box them up, and 9 times out of 10 you have to make a custom box because obviously the smaller the box, the cheaper the shipping, and you can also make money on shipping on eBay just like anything if you're smart with it. But you never want to be paying more for shipping than you're charging the homies. So but so I get really over I don't know what the word is, but I go ahead with buying shit and I don't go ahead with selling shit. So I spend all my time buying shit and then cleaning up the shit that I bought and my mess than I do.
Well, the thing is like
apart, so.
You like start a project and then you like there's like shit everywhere and then you have to like clean it up. But you're like one person.
Exactly, and then good deals, like when there's a good deal, like you just can't pass it up, and it is dumb because then it just takes away your time from doing everything else, and that's why I've been not doing shit I need to be doing is because I'm buying good deals, as you guys can tell. I got stuff in the backyard, stuff in the front yard. It's just I got to stop buying stuff. I'm gonna like delete Facebook Marketplace and like off my phone I think for a while until I get some of this stuff consolidated into totes and listed on eBay because it's just there's always good deals. There's never not going to be good deals on something. You can justify buying anything, but you have to have a plan. And I have a plan, but I'm only one dude. So that's the issue, is executing the plan when you're the only one dude. So that's my issue, but
that's my issue too.
It's dumb. Yeah. Too bad we weren't doing the same thing. Then we could be 2 dudes doing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
2 dudes, one thing, buddy.
I'm just building dumb stuff that.
Well, that's what I want to start doing. So I've been doing a lot of customer stuff, which is also taking a bunch of time away. But I've recently actually quit that. So I have 2 customer vehicles left here. I have that Chevy truck, and then I have a Honda Accord over there. I'm gonna finish those, and then I'm pretty much not gonna take any other work unless it's like family or friends or something. But that way I can focus on this because I like doing the eBay stuff, but it's just monotonous. I want to build something, so I have something I'm picking up this weekend that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know if I want to say it. No, it's
Did you already buy it?
I made the deal with the dude. He's like an old school dude, so he's holding it for me. I told him, I said, I'll deposit, I'll come pay you, whatever. He said, no, I'll hold it for you. I said, okay. But it's an 85 Honda Odyssey. So it's like their 2-stroke, like roll cage go-kart, but they're just really cool, and they're actually worth a decent amount of money when they're done right. So this guy has had it since it's been sitting with no motor in it since 98, he said. So it's, I think it's been inside and outside, so it's not in the best condition, but my plan is just to restore the whole thing. So rip it apart, powder coat the frame, go through the motor, rebuild the motor, new seat cover, which you can still find from Honda, just like OEM parts, like full restoration. Because when you do that, they're worth a good amount of money, but I think it would be good for the channel. So, because I just, that's another thing with that. I want to restore that thing, and then I want to finish my blaster, and then the rest of the shit I don't care about. But I don't want to just rip stuff apart and sell parts all day long, every day. So I want to be able to build something. So that's kind of my plan. And then obviously I have plans for my truck and stuff too, but just time when you're by yourself. So been trying to find somebody who wants to come work, but
that's impossible.
Well, I have one kid I went to high school with that wants to come mess around after he has a regular job. I told him I'd pay him whatever, and he's like, all right. Well, he was actually gonna come over yesterday, but I wasn't home because I was doing some stuff. So
you're getting some more bullshit.
It was probably actually I was. No, yeah, I was. I did get that bike there yesterday. So but he'll come over here and help me. Honestly, if I could have somebody here just like full time that was just taking shit apart and selling it and listing it on eBay. Another thing too is like on eBay personally, I like to clean my parts before I, depending on what it is, but you see on eBay there's guys selling parts that are covered in grease and dirt, and I don't think that's appealing. So I like to clean them too, which is another, factor in as far as time goes. So
yeah, I mean, I have like a whole week cleaning those pistons and rods for the track off.
No, it's done. Like you pull all these parts off, it's ridiculous how many parts there are.
Yeah.
And cars are good too. Like even car stuff on eBay does really well, but the issue is having the space, which you have more space where you're at than I do here, obviously at my house, and I already have too much stuff here.
I'm not too worried about like starting an eBay store to like buy cars and then strip them. Just like the stuff that because I buy like the Volt. I bought a Volt.
And you use the stuff.
And then I use the stuff, and then you have all this other stuff. But people on Facebook Marketplace just don't.
There's and you're low. That's like, you know, I've never bought anything off Marketplace that has to be shipped. I just don't trust that. eBay is like secure. You know, they basically eBay guarantees your product or your money.
This almost should be like a commercial for eBay.
Yeah, they should sponsor me. Yeah, but no, it's the eBay store. Like, there's guys that do this with like warehouses of this same shit. But they have, you know, 10 or 15 guys on the team doing it, and that's the thing is by yourself you can literally only do so much. It's overwhelming. Like, it's really overwhelming a lot of times because I'll just be thinking about it, and like I'll be out here all day, like a 12-hour, 10-hour day, working the whole time. And at the end of the day, I feel like I got nothing done.
That's how I feel.
Literally nothing. I'm like, it's kind of dumb, but
yeah,
I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. You just figure it out as you go. So that's what I'm doing. But
what's going on with this?
I'm gonna figure out where to put it so I can use it.
Yeah, I don't like these.
Why?
I mean, they're all right. They just, I don't know.
It was my dad's.
I was trying to get that parts washer I have working, but the motor's like seized in it.
You can buy.
Not like a tranny parts washer, like the heated.
Like a hot seat type thing. Yeah. Well, there was a hot seat on Facebook Marketplace too that needed some work for like $200. I thought about buying it, but I just said buy shit. Yep. But yeah, I'm trying to organize some stuff so I can start working.
Just jack it up to see as well.
Oh, it's pushed off. Quiet.
Man, Sean was working on this snowmobile yesterday.
It's cold. I haven't started it today, but push off.
Ooh, man, that's
first cool, buddy.
This thing was backfiring yesterday.
Oh, two-stroke.
Now it's doing the. So it's just like when it's on, this is always like in drive or what?
Yeah, I guess that's why I put a hole.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it. I didn't know that, and I went to start. I started it after we got it running. I gave it a little bit of gas. It was on the ground, right into my wall. That's why it's on the jack stand now.
Not too bad.
You can see all that dirt is from when it flew forward, hit my wall. Dirt went flying off the skis. But this thing is leaving today, and I couldn't be happier. What a pain in the ass to have in your garage, I'll tell you that.
The one thing you have to do more and more is you get as you make money off of like videos and shit, you have to make sure you get receipts for everything.
Why?
Because you claim it all.
Oh, you mean for write-offs?
Yeah. It's upside down.
Help me line her up over there.
You probably want these straps on the inside.
Yeah, line that hole up.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're good at getting stuff in holes, so.
Yeah, I need to get the tailgate in there. Are we there?
Yeah, I had a guide.
Buddy.
Ooh, man. Your bed's a little.
I know. I fixed it. Look. Actually, you probably can't see it. But... So it was. I welded. Oh, it's cracked again. That's why. Something happened with it, and it.
Yeah,
so I fixed it once.
It looks like my old Dodge bed. I had to have it held together with a strap.
So yeah. See, like I ratchet strapped it together and then welded it. I need to do that again though, and then put like a plate or something. Yeah. Because it was fixed at one point.
Yeah, that's weird because I've never seen the Super Duty beds do that.
Yeah, this one, whatever happened, I don't know. It broke. It broke right there, and then that's what. So I think something hit it because you see how it's dented right there.
Yeah.
So I think something hit it, and then I don't know. I need to fix it, but now I have a tailgate, but white one.
That's not bad.
I have so inside I have OEM rear view.
Yeah.
So I need to put that in there. I need to fix that. But
is that your Mustang?
it's a buddy of mine.
Oh.
It's a 5.4. So they made these only 1 year, 1990. It's a notchback, but they made them with 5.4s only in 1990.
Nice. I like those wheels.
Wheels are sick. Flames are sick. No, it's a punched out 5.0. It's got a big Pro Charger and nitrous. You guys want to see it?
Yeah, I think they want to see. Is this wrapped or is this carbon? Oh, it's wrapped.
I don't know what it is, but this is my video too. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this too. Oh, I think he might have the latch on there, so maybe. Oh no, he doesn't. Get that. Get that one.
Where are you going with this thing?
Right
oh,
here.
I don't really have it, so.
Don't drop it. Oh, I got it.
That's a pretty heavy hood for being fiberglass.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy. Yeah, big dog Pro Charger on I think it's like a 75 shot of nitrous.
Man, look at that belt. That thing is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
The wiring is wonky on it. That's why it's here. So it's my buddy. He's the guy that had the Civic I was working on for a while too. That I haven't put the video out of yet, but I will. But this is his, and he went to the car wash one day, and he called me. He said, "Hey, I just washed my motor off. Car won't start." I said, "Hey, I'm in town. I'm running some errands. Pull the distributor cap off. See if there's water in there. Dry it out." Did that. Still no spark. Still no spark. So we basically towed it here, and that was about a month ago. And I told him I'd fix it.
Yeah, I mean, it probably doesn't help that.
Oh, that's
no, I meant like the wires are just like touching.
Well, that and then so this thing too. If you look inside there.
They make a newer one that's smaller.
But you need to so there's relays and stuff down here that are melted.
Oh.
Like look in the fender, look through the fender liner. Like pry the fender liner back.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like a bunch of, oh man.
Yeah.
Butt connector city.
Oh, and there's wire nuts on this car.
Oh man, it looked like.
So.
Sean was wiring a house when he built this car.
Somebody was, I wasn't, but somebody. But seriously, yeah. So this thing is all just hacked together.
This right here.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I know. So I need to figure out why it doesn't. I don't know if the coil's bad. If this thing was full of water. Even if this is full of water, though, the coil was good. It should still spark.
Yeah.
Because this just doesn't.
Well, this has to. But it's probably the wiring.
So let me tell you, I gave the coil direct power. See, obviously I have a ground there. What do you mean you don't do that? That's how it works. Yeah. What do you mean?
The coil doesn't get direct power.
What are you talking about?
A coil's triggered, right?
No. This is on. It powers the distributor. The rotor spins, hits each cylinder, and sparks.
Yeah, but this isn't sparking. It's getting pulsed.
How? Okay. How does that get pulsed on a 60s fucking C10? It gets power and ground. Distributor. Look.
Yeah, power and ground.
Power. No, this doesn't pulse. This gives spark to the distributor, and it pulses by completing the circuit at every. The rotor goes around and hits all 8 tabs and sparks on that cylinder. This power ground, power to the coil, power to the distributor, and then the distributor just does its thing by spinning. It completes a circuit every time it basically sparks.
I could have swore these had to have pulses along.
No, it's power and ground. Look, it even says it on there. Power.
Well, yeah,
power and ground.
I've wired them up before.
This thing now, I honestly, I couldn't tell you what this does. I don't know.
Where'd the wires come from before though? It goes to this.
From the distributor. Or no, from this goes to, I don't know where it goes to in this system.
This should go to here. I thought this had to be like a pulse width.
Serious, you just give it power and ground.
I thought if they had power, and ground, they
didn't have pulse in the day.
Yeah, but what they had was the distributor had a trigger on it, and it had vacuum advance and retard.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think this one has. I don't know if this has vacuum advance. I don't know.
Well,
it probably does.
It doesn't. It has
something.
Yeah, it's a hall sensor. It goes over here too.
But I don't know. All I know is that I need to figure out why it doesn't have spark, and then go from there.
I mean, I just look at the wiring.
That's what I was saying to you, because there wasn't power here.
What about this right here?
That's for his tranny cooler fan, I believe. But yeah, see wire nuts.
Yeah, like this.
I told him, I said, dude, because he's more of a car guy now than he was when he bought this, and he's learned a lot from being over here with me, I think. But so the Civic I worked on, same exact stuff, same wiring jobs, all of that. So I fixed that. The Civic, the video will be out there.
What's really going on here?
They fixed that, I think. I don't know. JB Weld.
JB Weld, yeah.
But yeah. if you guys are building cars and your wiring looks like this, just stop.
I just made a video about.
Seriously, like just please do everybody a favor, do yourself a favor, do people down the road a favor, and just stop. If the wiring looks anything like this, and this is just, if you guys could see behind there, you would be like, wow. But yeah, like, look up how to wire it.
Hey, you know what everybody on my channel said?
No.
If it has a carburetor, it doesn't need any wires.
That's not true.
Yeah, I know.
Make it run with no wire.
Yeah.
I'll give you everything I own. You know, you honestly, like, it needs, well, I guess, let me think, hold on, because it depends. You can technically, so let me
not
think.
With boost.
Yeah, not with boost. And then also your coil, I don't, you can't have like a magneto setup on a I've not seen like a magneto setup.
I mean, I'm sure you could.
You could come up with something.
I'm sure you could.
But even then there's you have a coil, you have a spark plug wire. I don't know. Yeah, you have to have wires of some sort, but
well, I mean, I'm sure it'll get fixed.
Yeah, no, I mean, just need to get it in the garage, so it's a nice setup. But
look
it's
at this. The blow-off valve's connected with a PVC Home Depot.
Exactly.
Like a piping coupler.
Look at that. Look at that air. That air
oh
setup.
Man.
Those are
computer fans.
Computer fans.
It gets better and better.
So what this does is it sucks air from under the hood into the that's what their theory was. I asked him. I said, "What?" I said, "I've never seen nothing like that in my life."
I mean, it's probably sucking a little bit, but not.
Yeah, not enough to do anything.
Yeah. And then there's still water on top of that.
Yeah. No, he washed the motor and then it.
I like these.
You can wash motors and not cause issues if you're careful.
No, if you wash an engine with a pressure washer and it does anything, makes it not run, there's an issue.
Well, but what I'm saying though is you can wash a motor with a pressure washer and not have issues if you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
if you come here and just spray every single thing, obviously don't touch the coil. Don't
spray everything.
It depends. It depends on the situation. Sometimes you can.
Everything.
Like they have gaskets on and they're supposed to seal, but
yeah, it's supposed to be weather packed.
But I don't know. But yeah, this thing, it's actually a pretty cool little car. They just didn't. That's the thing, man. This is like, you know, me, Dave included, like you do an expensive, nice build. Like this thing costs money to build, obviously. It's punched out, big Pro Charger, whatever. You do all this work, all this money to get a car to this point, and then you use nuts. Like why? Wiring should be your most, it is your most important thing next to the motor, you know, the motor build or the tranny builder. It's all important, but wiring, obviously here, if this thing was wired right and correctly, whether he washed it or not, I don't think it'd have an issue. Because the issue isn't water in the distributor, so.
Yeah, and the other
all
issue,
this shit's melted down there, and
yeah, like the other issue with wiring is you like spend all this money on building an engine,
and it doesn't even run.
then like you're ripping it really hard, and
exactly.
Like something well, like you have something disconnect with like your AFR gauge or anything like that, and then you blow it up.
Yep, exactly.
Over 50 cents worth of wiring.
Yeah. Or solder and heat shrink. You know what I mean? Like, I like to I like butt connectors. It depends on the application, but anytime you can solder and heat shrink something, always. You know, obviously, but
yeah.
I don't know. I just like, also for me, I don't like to see any wires. Like if I build something, wires go bye-bye. You know, for what you can. It depends on the project. Like on that Civic I did for him, the same guy that owns this thing, we cleaned up the entire bay and you really can't see anything. You can see some of the factory wires running down the strut towers just because he didn't want to pay me any more money to spend more time to, you know, tuck it in the fenders and stuff. So that's why. But if it was mine, and like look at this, there's a switch. This is his switch right here.
Oh,
it's outside.
On.
It's always power. Yeah, and I don't think it's on a relay either. I think it's.
Oh man, it turns on those back ones.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't.
Here, hold on. Turn. Dude, that ain't doing shit.
No, I know. I don't even.
This thing is.
I don't even think there's a relay. Do you hear one?
Probably not.
It's just power and ground, which is really good for everything. Really good for all the wiring, all that stuff.
Well, I mean, and then if like something happens, you have to like come outside and turn it off.
Well, yeah, and then you know
your
wire gets hot.
Why would you put it in the car? It's probably the same.
Your wiring gets hot, starts to melt, starts to burn something, catches fire, it blows up your whole unit. Like, it's just dicked, buddy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So there's this. So this thing, I'll probably make a video of this when I fix it too, just to do it. But it's not a bad car. It's actually like the paint, like the paint work. I don't like the flames, obviously, but like the actual paint work is. You can tell this car. It was taken apart. Everything was sprayed off the car. Like I don't know how long ago it's been painted. It's been a while, but it actually is pretty decent work. They took the glass out.
Yeah, it's not bad.
They took all the glass, so they did it right. Whoever painted it. But until next time.
Got back home with the GTO from Sean's, and the car is running great. I couldn't believe that it pulled that hard. It was spinning the tires this time. The transmission didn't have any issues. I need to get some skinnies for the front and some slicks for the rear and a higher stall torque converter. I think we could probably get pretty close to 11s in this car. I think because I saw a Camaro that was a similar setup and they're running like 10 5s. So I think 11s or low 12s are very doable in this car. And I'm just very happy that she runs so great. I mean, besides the few little flaws in the wheels and tires, actually not really the tires, but those wheels having a weird balance. I want to get coilovers, like I said before, and different style wheels. But I'm going to end the video here. If you like these videos, make sure to click the subscribe button, thumbs up, throw a comment below. As always, see you guys next time.